attention. All I want's a few eyes on the stage, trying to catch their attention. All I want's a few eyes on the stage, the stage. I know you can hear me on the stage. I know you can see me on the stage. On the stage, I'm not important, but I know you see me singing my song on the stage. Wherever I go, I know you hear me. When everybody goes, I know you care. Trying to catch their attention. All I want's a few eyes on the stage, trying to catch their attention. All I want's a few eyes on the stage, the stage. I know you can hear me on the stage. I know you can see me on the stage. You wanna be here with me on the stage. On the stage. Thank you.
Well, you've certainly turned this program into the stage, and that's really great stuff. So speaking of which, what is your, I guess you could say, your performance, your gig life has been like in terms of getting into clubs now your age, I don't know if is that a problem, the certain places?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay. But in terms of the venues you've been able to perform in,
All right, so
tell me about them.
here, I'll start my whole story. So, let's see. I've been performing forever. Let's see. I sang the national anthem for the Bruins twice, which was an awesome opportunity.
Oh,
I was
yes.
a freshman. I sang it for Harvard Stadium, for Gillette Stadium. I sang it for a
Excellent.
bunch of different venues, and I actually sing the national anthem for my school events. We do stuff like that.
Oh yes.
For the mayor of my town, they actually invited me for a Martin Luther King Jr. event. They're like, Mackenzie, sing for us. I was like, okay, I got you. I'll sing for you. And that was really fun. And a whole bunch of other events. Let's see. Every year for the past couple of years, I have been doing Race Amity with Malik Williams in Boston. It's usually around this time every year. It's like early July. And Marty Walsh, they hold an event, and it's official in the law for race equality. And I performed them. It's been really awesome. I've had a lot of awesome opportunities in the past 5-6 years, and I'm grateful for every single one.
Excellent. But in terms of again the age factor, of course you're not old enough to drink yet. So
Yeah.
are you even allowed in some of these places that?
I mean, it depends how far away I am from the bar.
Yes. Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, I guess that's my main answer.
Well, I think time will work its magic,
Yeah.
and you'll eventually be able to
Continue.
go on there. So, from the sound of your last song, it sounds like you've already built up something of a fan base.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Tell
a
me-
little bit.
First of all, let's talk about your contemporaries, your fellow high school students. How have they reacted to your? Well, I guess you could say you're a celebrity. You've reached a certain degree of notice because of your talent. How have they reacted to it?
I think with anyone that's a little bit different, and anyone that kind of goes up and above their peers and does something that makes them stand out from everyone, that it's normal to have a lot of hate and a lot of people that also support you. I've experienced both sides. I've definitely had people that are like, who does this girl think she is? Who does she think she is, trying to be something, trying to make something of herself?
Oh, yes.
And I also have tons of friends that are like, I can't wait for you to be famous, like, oh my god, like, we're gonna go to Paris, like, all this stuff. So, I mean, it's definitely a mixture of both, but it's a lot more love than it is hate.
That's good. Yeah. Well, of course, my own memories of high school being what they are, not by any means all pleasant.
You can't please
I can, we understand what the mentality can sometimes be, but you've talked about the great support you've gotten from your parents, and that's not always true with up and coming talents, particularly in the arts, whether it's acting or music. there are some parents who aren't supportive. They figure, well, first of all, how are you going to make a living doing that?
Exactly.
And second of all, they worry about going into the entertainment business, and I guess you could say, particularly for young women, some of those worries are not by any means unjustified, as we have been learning, particularly over the past few years. As you segue into your adulthood and also into your professional status, how have your parents been handling your ongoing development in terms of both artistically, but also in terms of obviously you're thinking of this as a career, and
Yes,
and you're going to go in that direction. How supportive have they been?
My mom and dad have been supporting me in music since day one.
Mhm.
Ever since they saw me dancing around with little teacups on my feet to some Blondie one way or another, like, yep, that's her, that's our little musical daughter. My dad has been there for everything. He's my dadager, my manager dad. He helps me with events, he helps me record, he helps me do absolutely everything. He comes with me to all my gigs, and he's
Including this one, I might add.
Yes, of course. Yeah, he brought my piano up the stairs. I was like, Daddy, gonna bring your back, but he's okay. No, he's been the biggest
And the
support
bodyguard,
in the
yeah.
world. And I am genuinely thankful to have someone that supports me and doesn't just tell me to go find a real job.
Yeah, I haven't. That was my next question. You've never had to deal with the question of this is. I remember John Lennon told this story many times about how his Aunt Mimi would lecture him as a teenager. He was telling him, "Well, Johnny, guitar playing is nice for a hobby, but don't expect to make a living at it."
Yeah.
And
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I mean, if you have the talent, I feel like if you have faith in yourself and you have people that support you, that you should go out and follow your dreams.
Excellent. Well, it sounds like you're already living your dream, as it were, and making it happen. In terms of is the keyboard your only instrument, or have you also played other instruments?
Keyboard is my main instrument.
Yeah.
I tried to learn ukulele just for fun, but it definitely stick to just vocals.
Uh-huh. So this would, I guess, it can propel you into any number of venues. But when you think of piano playing, I guess you could call it the Billy Joel syndrome. The idea of the playing in piano bars and such, cabarets, that kind of thing. Now, the whole performance venue thing, not just in Boston but all over the country, it seems to me, a lot of the old clubs are shutting down and going out of business for various reasons, high rents and skyrocketing property values and so forth. Do you think you'll be able to once you literally hit the road? Do you think you'll be able to both sustain your career, but also get into a situation where you continue your artistic growth, that you won't be locked into certain areas?
I definitely think that being the artist I am and coming with a whole bunch of different type of material and kind of just performing at different venues, I don't see myself getting locked. I feel like if I was working with people that were making me be stuck in that kind of situation, that I would realize something's wrong. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm stuck in a box. I kind of want to feel like I can go and do what I want, where I want, and just kind of travel over the world, be the musician that I've always dreamed of being.
Excellent. Well, we're coming to the end of our talk here. I wish we could go on for several more hours, because I know you have several more hours worth of music. But once again, if people want to know more about you, how can they find out?
All right, so Mackenzie Lee Clement, MackenziE LeeClement, MackenzieLeeClement.com is actually where you can sign up to see my up-and-coming events. You can sign up for my email list. We have almost 1,000 people right now signed up to see my up-and-coming events, which is so crazy to me. You can also find me on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, Mackenzie Lee Clement, all over the place. Go look for me.
And when is your next event?
My next event, okay, it's a little bit messy right now with gigs because I'm going to 5-week Berkeley 5 week in a little while, and I have a program next week. I have something at the Ale House. I'm not exactly sure when that is, so if you guys do want to check out my up-and-coming events, it just comes right back around to my MackenzieLeeClement.com. That would be amazing. I would totally appreciate it.
Excellent. Well, we're at the end of our time here. I'm Hartley Pleshaw. This is Active Radio. Thank you for joining us. We'll talk again next week, and to take us out, Mackenzie Lee Clement.
Thank you so much.
Perform.
All right, sure. Ooh, here we go. Let's see. I'm going to close you off with a cover. Why not? Are you ready?
Ready.
You ready? All right, so the Elton John movie came out, but so did Bohemian Rhapsody. So if any of you saw Bohemian Rhapsody, I'm sure you guys, of course, definitely know the song. Can anybody find me somebody to love? Each morning I wake up, I doubt that I can barely stand on my feet. Take a look in the mirror and I think, boy, what you're doing to me. I spent all my years in believing you, but I just can't get no relief. But somebody, can anybody find me somebody to love? I work hard every day of my life. I work till I ache in my bones. At the end of the day, I take all my hard earned pay on my own. I get on my knees and I start to pray till the tears roll down from my eyes. But somebody, can anybody find me somebody to love? Every day, and I try and I try and I try and I try, but everybody wants to pull me down. They say I'm going crazy, say I got a lot of water in my brain, got no common sense, nobody left to believe. Somebody, can anybody find me? Find me somebody to love. Find me somebody to love.